Welcome to the ASRC CEO Bulletin. There's lots to share with you over the last week. Yesterday, of course, was Human Rights Day, and we had it as a great day of celebration. Myself, personally, I was up for the Human Rights Medal, got picked by Ian Thorpe, but it was a great recognition of the critical work that the ASRC does and the importance of our championing of human rights for asylum seekers. We had our last volunteer information night for the year, and the room was full. Some 262 people were present, filled the heart. It was beautiful. Today, we proudly announce our new human rights heroes. That's people who have stood up and taken a stand for human rights and for asylum seekers in the ASRC. And they include wonderful organizations and people like Circus Oz. You'll read about in a bulletin. Sentharan Raj, President of New South Wales, Amnesty International. Uba and Luz, amazing refugee women, both in their own ways, championing and leading both social justice and social enterprise for asylum seekers. Jed Kearney, the President of the ACTU, doing amazing work fighting for a fair go for all. John Falzon, CEO of St. Vincent de Paul. We're really so lucky to have such amazing people behind the ASRC fighting a good fight for us. We also last week won 8 visas for people through our law program, which is wonderful. That's 8 more people with protection and freedom. Our work, along with the Human Rights Law Centre, Refugee Action Collective, helped prevent the deportation of 57 Tamil asylum seekers last week. Our government appallingly had screened these men out, and what that simply means is these men were denied the right to be interviewed regarding the refugee claims. Some of them were given as little as 2 minutes of an interview before the government illegally decided these people weren't refugees. High Court granted an injunction, and these men now have been guaranteed the right that they will be processed. And that's the importance of independent advocacy and us working together within our sector. We're also excited about new partnerships that are coming up in the coming year as well. And there's a lot in times of such difficulty and at times where you could despair. In the words of Martin Luther King, let despair be finite, but hope be infinite. And I think as we go into the next year, we really need to focus on, well, what are the positives that we can do? Where can we champion and stand up and keep fighting? We're excited that in the new year, we're going to be starting off an employment service down in Dandenong, and we can't wait to get that off the ground, targeting and focusing on the Hazara and Tamil men that come out of detention. Some 60% of people coming out of detention to Victoria are based down in Dandenong. We're going to be championing with this sector a national right to work campaign. We're appalled at the idea that our government's going to release people who've arrived post the 13th of August into the community without the right to work, which will also mean no right to Medicare, which will also mean no right to study. When you think 80 to 90% of these people are future Australian citizens, can you think of a more reactive, punitive and short-sighted approach than denying our future Australians the right to contribute and participate and give back, and instead setting them on a path to destitution? We're going to fight with every ounce of our body for a fair go. We've also got partnering up with the Salvos, along with all the sector here, for a Christmas toy shop for asylum seekers, which will be wonderful. Another beautiful way of ending the year. We had 10 of our members be able to go for free to the lovely Gautier concert on a weekend through his generous support. He provided tickets across the country for asylum seekers to go. And this Friday, for those who are looking for something wonderful to do, 4 of the asylum seekers that the ASRC supported are going to be performing at the beautiful Hamer Hall as part of the Key of the Sea concert. And tickets are available for sale right now at the Arts Centre. But as the year gets near its end, I'm still full of great hope. I think there's amazing things we can do in the coming year. I thank you for your support. I'll do one final CEO bulletin to end the year next week, but really proud of all of you, and keep fighting a good fight with us. Thank you.